Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Brooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Your ass
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Yes.
How are you this morning?
We are back for another edition of the Man Cave Morning Show, the Thursday edition. Salute to everybody on the check-in.
Yes. Welcome, everybody.
Yes.
Beautiful morning.
I'm just happy to be here. Woo. I am just happy to be here. I am. Get to the chopper. Trust me, I am. Let me introduce my amazing, my awesome squad. Starting to the far right, my dude that gets a little rude, especially when he's in a bad mood. We call him Deacon Woo.
Let's get it.
Yes. And to the left of me, my man, 50 grand. We was together before we had a band.
That's right.
We call him DJ Smooth P.
Welcome, everybody. Good morning. We in here.
And my buddy, to the right of me, the flamethrower. The amazing.
The flamethrower.
She's not bedazzled today. She got her hair all out.
No bun today.
She'll still be dazzling.
The flamethrower.
We affectionately call her Jackie D, a.k.a. DJ Glam Doll.
Glam Doll in the building.
Wakanda forever. Good morning.
Good morning, people. Yes.
And my brother, because he's being humble as always, sitting to my right. You know what I'm saying? We affectionately call him.
I'm DJ Storm, known as General.
AKA I Can Breathe.
I Can Breathe. Yes.
AKA Chief Potter Washer Extraordinaire.
Yesterday, I couldn't breathe. Wow. I'm just glad to be back here amongst the living.
Yes.
Because I thought I was going to be out the box.
Asthma and full effect. God. Yes.
Shout out to Wifey.
Yes.
Shout out to Pamela Long of Total. She gave me mad prayers yesterday when I was going through it.
Change stuff, don't it?
And salute to JFK Hospital. Whoever the doctor is, I want to make him my primary care physician.
Wow. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, whoever that doctor was, he was good.
Look on your discharge papers. It should be.
Yeah, it should be on there.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you suffering with asthma or allergies or anything like that, people, before we get started on the Man Cave Morning Show, if you suffering anything like that, please take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And do not go out there and think you are a super landscaper and can cut your grass and trim your weeds and do all the stuff and whatever like that. The pollen is crazy.
Pollen count is ridiculous, and Mother Nature is real.
The pollen is crazy out this.
You want to get you a mask, though, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna get him a whole helmet.
Yes.
He need one of those
get him
suits,
a hazmat suit. Everything.
I haven't had an asthma attack in years.
All right.
But when I got to the hospital, the doctor took out the stethoscope and was like, "This is bad." And I felt
your
it.
Lungs,
yeah.
your lungs.
But I felt it because it was like, if this is your lungs, if this is your lungs, and when it contracted like that, like the oxygen was leaving me. So right away they did their thing. You know what I'm saying? They got me in there and got me with the treatments and gave me the IVs and all of that, all of the good stuff that made me be able to be here today.
Yeah, I'm
That's
glad
crazy.
you got there in time. I'm just glad I didn't have to give you mouth to mouth. I love you, but
Hey, shut up, man.
I would have did it though, but
JFK. Now,
I'm just keeping it real.
let me just say shout out and salute to everybody watching us live right now on YouTube.
Boom. Yes.
Watching us live right now on Twitter.
Boom.
In Periscope. Watching us live right now on Ustream.
Boom. Right.
Watching us live right now on the mother site, WBKS1.com.
Boom.
Watching us live right now on FB. We love y'all. You know we love you,
Yes, we
FB. Listening to us live right now on that TuneIn app. If you don't got the TuneIn app, people, please download that piece, all right? Download it. It's
Did
good.
you hear Normie Bonics?
What?
If you don't got
Don't
Yeah,
got
you don't got it.
You ain't got it.
love it.
Don't got it.
Download
Don't
that
get
piece.
it.
No doubt, no doubt.
'Cause it's free.
Again, let's get some Facebook love.
Yes.
You know, Man Cave Morning Show love.
Yes,
Shout
sure.
out to Julius Gray on the check-in.
Jay Gray.
Shout out to Dee Dee on the
Good
check-in.
morning.
DD.
Paul Joseph.
Joe
Williams. Yes, on the check-in. Marcus A. Nelson. Kenny
Marcus
Johnson.
Good
Nelson.
morning.
Ken Reed.
Yes.
Patricia Shell Givens.
Oh, okay.
Hey, sis.
What else we got in there?
So,
Hey, good morning, Miss B. That's
Yes,
Sandy B for those of you who
Amy
don't
Joyce
know.
Bradley. We related? Shout out to Sam.
Samuel.
Folk.
Good
Thais
morning.
Poole.
Yes.
Everybody. Kenny Turner. Kenneth, what's up,
Yes.
man?
Hey,
Kenny.
Good
Sorry to hear
morning.
about your loss, fam. One love.
Anthony Williams.
Anthony Williams
Anthony
on the
Williams.
check-in. All right, we about to
Yeah.
get this show started.
Make sure you tag a friend.
Tag a
Yes,
friend,
tag
share it
it.
out.
Friend, share it
Because
out.
we going in. You already
Yeah.
know.
Yes.
You know how we do.
Yes.
You already know. So here we go. All right. So now, so yesterday,
Yep.
of course, we was talking
Oh my
about
God.
the
Heated.
infamous Roseanne
Yeah.
show cancellation,
Yes.
and all of that. But before we get to that broad,
Okay.
before we get to that broad, we're gonna talk about the incident we talked about. I think maybe we talked about it last
we
week.
talked about it. Was it? It happened on Saturday, so we had to talk about it Monday.
Yeah.
It
So
was Monday.
we talked about it earlier in the
Yeah,
week, but I'm
Monday.
gonna refresh your memory so you remember the situation we talked about with the young Caucasian female.
Yes, from Philly.
At the beach.
Yeah, from Philly at the beach,
Wildwood,
Beach,
New Jersey.
That got the
pow pow.
Guess they call it Wildwood for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
from
she got the
from
pow
police
pow
officer. So,
from the po-po.
so just in case y'all don't remember, let me just refresh y'all real quick. And here is the clip.
Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Stop! Yo! Resisting! Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Back up! Stop resisting! Stop resisting! They got me!
We're gonna come right back real
Well, he was
quick
punching in the
because
head
they
in the
said
beginning. There you go.
They said we missed the punching part. So let me go back. I think that's in the beginning. All right, here we go.
Video of a Wildwood police officer punching a young mother in the head is going viral. Action News reporter Trish Hartman is in Wildwood and spoke to the woman who captured the disturbing scene on her cell phone.
That video of the arrest on the beach yesterday has gone viral. We spoke with the young woman who shot that video on her cell phone, who was just feet away from the incident. In the first few seconds of the cell phone video, you can see a Wildwood police officer punch the young woman in the head and then put her in a headlock.
Justification for punching anybody in the face as a superior, I feel that isn't the best way to handle a situation.
The video was shot by 19-year-old Alexis Hewitt of Williamstown, New Jersey, who says she was sleeping on the beach Saturday afternoon with friends when she was startled awake by the commotion.
When she fell, that's basically when I caught my eye because everyone was yelling and I woke up, and then I got my camera out right when she went down.
Wildwood police
So
have
now-
released a...
Yeah, we're gonna drop a bomb on that. So now the new clip is the body cam. They got the body cam video of the incident from the officers, right? So they got the body cam video. So we're gonna show you the body cam video and it shows, kind of displays the full incident, how it took place. So bear with us and watch this clip right along with us here on BKS1 Radio, the Man Cave Morning Show, when I'm able to find it. Okay, so do I got the clip? No, I don't have the clip.
Oh, did you come out of it when you did that? Right. No.
That's all right.
We'll get it back.
It's all right. We'll get it back. So, anyway.
Yes.
Jackie, so when you saw the body cam video, you know, what was your reaction?
So my reaction when I saw the video, I want to know why they put it out, because it clearly didn't show what they claim happened. So the police officer or the police chief or whoever came to their defense said that the young lady that they arrested spat on them and kicked one of them. Now, I'm not saying that she didn't kick one of them, because what the video actually showed was them giving her a breathalyzer, which by all means she wasn't even drinking.
And I got the video.
Okay, run the video.
Let's
so
go
they
to
can
the
see
videotape. Let's run to the clip.
You're mad because we thought we were drinking.
I'll give you one. Okay. First of all, you're where's your aunt at then?
She's on her way.
Okay, what's your last
You
name?
could wait here. That's like you wasted your time coming over here. You could wait here for her.
Okay, what's your last name?
You don't need my last name.
Okay, that's it. I'm done with you. Do you have cuffs on you?
No, Matt!
Get over here.
Don't fucking touch me!
Yo.
Don't touch me!
All right, you're about to get dropped.
Yo, don't fucking touch me! Matt! Don't!
Get over here.
What are you doing? Don't fucking touch me! Matt! Oh my god!
Done.
Fucking dickhead, get the fuck! Get my hair! Get off me! What are you doing?
504-37, you know the unit. Stones are in the beach. We got one resisting.
No! Just move my hair! You fucking John! Get off of me! What are you doing? Matt! Matt! They're choking me!
Scavenger. Get another unit.
They're choking me, Matt! Matt, I cannot breathe!
I'm not choking.
Yes, the fuck you are, you fucking dickhead! Get the fuck off me, yo! Get the fuck off me!
That's it! Back the fuck up! Back up! Back up! Get over here!
You're not allowed to beat me like that! I'm a woman! It doesn't matter!
Put your hands on your back!
It doesn't matter! You're not allowed to hit me like that and choke me! You're not allowed to hit me and choke me like that! You're not allowed to hit me and choke me like that!
Handcuff her.
You're not allowed to hit me and choke me like that! My daughter is right there seeing this! I didn't do anything wrong! I'm not one of these little fucking bitches that are just gonna let you treat us anyway! You fucking purple! You white piece of fucking trash!
Okay.
I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm laughing at her ranting and raving because she's pissed.
All right.
So
She should be.
whether
I want to know your reaction.
Okay, so this is my reaction, and then I'll say what I was getting ready to say. As a police officer, someone with a gun, a badge, that is sworn to uphold the law, he went street and emotional. He was no longer an officer.
Exactly.
He was acting like he was in a street brawl with a female. It didn't have to go that way. Now, whether she's white, black, I don't give a darn. The fact of the matter is, he's a police officer. He should know better. Now, I don't know if he's young. He's never been in that type of situation before. But you clearly do not punch an unarmed female in the head, grab her hair, earth slam her to the ground. Dude, you got to do better. You're wrong.
So the response, you know, from what I heard, somebody said she's not one of these what? Shout out to Ryan
I
Cuthbert.
heard something, but I didn't hear exactly what she said.
Right. But
maybe she could have been saying, I'm not one of these regular people that get arrested. It could mean anything because we didn't hear what.
Yeah.
I didn't hear what.
And even if she did, because another report I heard, she said she's not one of these
the
niggas.
N-word?
Yeah,
okay.
Niggas or
Was
whatever.
she from Philly?
But no, she from Philly. And so, before I jump to, to judgment, she did say, I'm a woman. I'm not one of these niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we know.
And but her verbiage, you can hear that she's been around.
Yeah. In
a lot of
in our world, we know. Women call each other bees. And dudes call each other
the N-word.
And my name. You know what I'm saying? So like, with that being said, let's go back to the point at hand. Right.
Yes.
I think the officers were out of line.
Oh, he was definitely out of line.
I personally think
because I'm trying to see where the video, like I was getting ready to make my point real quick. I didn't see where she spat on them because that's what the video. They said that when they released their footage, it will see that she spat on one of them. She was drunk. She wasn't drunk. They gave her the breathalyzer, and she hadn't even had anything to drink.
Yeah.
It wasn't her container that they saw. She said it was her aunt's container. Her aunt was trying to come over there.
Yeah.
So they saw a container and they jumped to conclusions. It wasn't hers. Whether she black or white, doesn't matter.
Right.
They were out of line.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to good morning, Eileen Luna Britt. She said she was aggressive and pushed the officers first.
She didn't push off.
Even so, when you saw the fist beat,
stop, not pushing. Yeah.
That still to me wasn't warranted.
My thing is this. My thing is this. People say, like, don't resist and all that. If I have no reason for you to arrest me, you best believe I'm going to resist.
You know what, Eileen, if you can, call in.
Eileen, that's my people, Rutgers North. Respect.
Yes, call in 646-233-1302. Call in on the phone number, and because you are
friend, Eileen.
And let me see, I'm a woman, and if a police officer is asking me a question, I find a way to disarm and not to antagonize.
But she didn't have to give her last name.
Exactly.
For what? Was she at that point? Was she being arrested? Why do you need my last name? I told you my name. I blew into your breathalyzer. Not only did I blow into it once, she blew into it twice.
Yeah, exactly.
And there was no issue, but he wanted to make it an issue. Why? Because now he came over there and he didn't want to look like a simp.
Yeah. Caller from the 202. State your name where you're calling from. You're on the Man Cave Morning Show.
This is Eileen.
Hey, how you doing,
Hi,
Eileen?
good
Welcome
morning.
to the show.
Hey.
Eileen, what up, baby? It's Woo.
Hey.
Hey, baby. Speak on it.
I just feel that as a woman, I know recently, like, I was speeding, right? Truth, I'm speeding down the road. These officers stopped me. I was in the wrong, regardless. They've taken an oath to protect our community. And when they take that oath, they really, 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 really go through a lot with our community members. And as a person who's really active in the community, I see how people behave. What she did was antagonistic. It was unwarranted. He was asking questions. And whether she was angry about him asking questions or not, maybe he wasn't right about asking questions, but he asked the questions. So what?
But she's not legally bound to answer the question. He got the information that he needed. She blew in the breathalyzer. It came back negative. At that point, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna take this open container, if it's an open container, and I'm gonna pour it out and be on my way. You guys enjoy the rest of your day on the beach. He didn't need any more information after that.
Let me ask you this: what caused him to even go to her and ask that?
There was a container.
There had to be something that incited that.
There was a container on the beach. They were patrolling the beach.
Yeah.
There was a container. It was Memorial Weekend. There was he said an open container on the blanket, I guess. And she was by the open container. That's why.
Okay. So is there any other behavior that perhaps she's not seeing that's happening around her, where he's now all of a sudden alerted and he's looking for data to see, whether or not there's, possible alcohol in the area. Maybe we don't know. We don't see the video up until that point. We don't know how she's behaving. Is she being loud and belligerent? We don't know.
One second, Storm. In the other video, it shows when they approach her initially, she's just sitting on the blanket. She's not yelling. She's not screaming. She's sitting there quietly on the blanket when they initially approach her. So she's not being erratic. There's no one acting erratic around her. So basically, like Jackie said, they were patrolling the beach. They seen the open container, and they decided to stop and question her and give her the breathalyzer. I'm sorry, no, go ahead.
No. The shout out.
So the bigger picture here is this: at the end of the day, every time someone gets stopped, it's about developing rules of engagement, if you will, between community policing and citizens. At the end of the day, she didn't help her situation at all.
I agree. Now listen, Eileen, I agree with you on that point. But what I don't agree with, I still don't think it warranted the punching.
No.
All right, so you have two officers.
Oh, I don't know. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yes.
But she put her hands on him first. He's human. He's human.
No, actually.
So just because you take a badge and somebody hits you doesn't mean all of a sudden, like, oh my gosh, you've taken a badge and you just sit there and get assaulted. I mean, at the end of the day, people have different feelings about that. You take a badge, you should be taking a hit, or you should be taking a bullet. I don't think that's my opinion, and I don't believe that's right. And I saw her first extend her hand and push into the camera.
And she did.
She extended her hands, asked stay away from me.
Yes, I saw that initially because she was being touched.
Yeah, exactly.
And then too. Okay, yes, her child was there, and I do believe her attitude incited the situation to escalate. I do believe that, but at the same time, when the officers, you got two officers subduing her, so you have one officer already holding her legs down. If you saw the whole video, right before she got punched, one officer was already holding her legs down, and then the other officer that was trying to get her arms or whatever, because he was struggling with her, and then he just started punching her in the head.
That was totally wrong. But this is the issue I have. She could have gotten herself killed by not complying.
Absolutely. I agree with that, too. Especially if she was black.
She could have gotten herself killed by not complying. All she had to do was, you're going to arrest me? All right. You know what? Be quiet. At that point, wait for an attorney. Put your hands here. Put your hands behind your back. Whether it was wrong or not, she could have gotten herself killed.
See, to me, that's the biggest issue, though. That is the biggest issue here at hand.
He was pushing her in the sand. Sand could have went up her nose. He had his elbow behind her neck. That's an absolutely horrific scene.
To me,
that's horrific.
I would like to interject.
Go ahead,
guys.
Well, go ahead.
To me, the burden is on the people that are trained peace officers.
Facts.
Not on a little girl in a bikini that could have been sipping or not. That's number one. Number two, I'm an individual that works in mental health. I work with people that have been in the military, criminals, etc. There are very strict, extremely strict guidelines for physical contact. Now, I can engage a combative person who is bigger than me, stronger than me, been in the military, maybe 2 or 3. The onus of control always is me.
Exactly.
And after I'm pushed, if the camera were to reveal that I punched the person back, the first thing I'm going to be the first thing that's going to happen to me is I'm going to be suspended.
Exactly.
Before any questions are asked.
Yeah.
The first thing that's going to happen to me, even though I'm outnumbered, even though the person had a weapon on me, and even though the person struck me, very first thing, boop, suspended. Here is the narrative that I do not like. I don't like the fact that police officers who are trained, you work at Wildwood on the beach. You're telling me you don't know what it is to roll up on a some kid in a bikini talking shit to you that might have had a little something. Maybe she was drinking. Maybe she was drunk. And, oh my God, maybe she did shove you. That's what drunk people do. Where is your training? Why is it that when we are abused by people that we pay to serve and protect us, the onus is always on us?
Yes.
And finally, if I am drunk, that means I'm impaired. Are you impaired? Or are you a police officer? Or are you too? And are you armed? This narrative, you should comply, you should comply, you should comply. But EMT workers, we don't get away with that for beating somebody's ass. Mental health workers don't get away with that. You know what I mean? Firemen who put themselves in dangerous situations don't get with that. Why do the armed people who are trained, what threat if she spit on that officer? Huh? If she pick up sand and threw it at her, tell me what threat that she posed other than his emotion. You are supposed to be trained to keep your emotions in check, and you talking to somebody that's been punched by patients, scratched, and everything else. No.
You got to.
Class.
I agree, Will.
Listen. We have got to stop excusing police brutality. Hopefully, that because it was a white person, everyone can stand in solidarity. Citizens cannot be brute. This is Gestapo, Nazi.
No,
Jack
the police
boot
department said
stuff.
they were
Get outta here
justified.
with that.
The police department said they were justified.
Really?
I personally feel because she wasn't a black female, a woman of color, that she had this sense of entitlement.
Of course she did.
Okay? And that's why I feel she antagonized the situation. Because if it was a woman of color or a man of color, they would have been dead.
I should have ran the clip further, because as they were taking her towards the police car, African American officer was approaching, trying to talk to her nicely and calm, whatever like that. She got a little indignant with him, whatever. But he still was talking nice to her, whatever. So that so again, that goes to your point with saying she was out of line, her attitude caused the situation. We get all of that. But still, like Will said,
and I think from my perspective as well, when I'm running into a lot of aggressive behavior,
still got you.
Hello.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure. I heard him. I'm watching him too speak.
No, don't.
So when I'm running into a lot of aggressive behavior from people who feel like they have this false sense of entitlement. When I see a video like that, it makes me really upset. Because if it was a person of color, they would have been dead.
Okay.
It would have been a different video.
So I want to quickly say, when I saw this, I'm gonna be 150 with you. I didn't think about her color. I thought about this is a young girl, a female that's being assaulted by a police officer who should know better. I didn't look at color, and I'm just being 100 with you. I didn't look at that. And the circumstances shouldn't warrant him putting his hands on her, grabbing her hair, pushing her into the sand, punching her in the face. You're a police officer. You should know better. You should be trained better.
Jay, I was almost even with the hair grabbing or whatever, because he was just actually trying to grab her, but
he was trying to subdue her.
Yeah, he's trying to subdue her. I'm with that, but just the punching,
force, and then you're punching. So the punching shows that you're angry and you can't control yourself.
Here's the sad truth that we're not facing. Name me any other arena where a man can punch a woman in her head while another man tries to subdue her, or somebody can choke somebody or whatever.
Unisex WWF wrestling.
Right. Here's the thing. Police always tell me they are human beings. Well, see, the people that you're dealing with are human beings as well. Okay? And again, someone that's been in mental health since 1996 and have seen a whole lot of crazy stuff. The training that officers get is completely wrong. I'm not even going to go into the racist aspect of when they see skin. I'm not even going to go there. Or when people say, I don't care, it was just wrong, because a lot of times when this happens to a black person, people turn a blind eye. So I appreciate the compassion on the panel that says, I don't care. Because a lot of times when black people get treated like this, it's like, oh, you should have complied, and no one says anything. The fact of the matter is there are other police officers around the world that deal with the exact same situations that these officers deal with, and that they're unarmed, like in England, for instance. The training is wrong. It has underlying racism. How is it acceptable for a grown man to choke out a woman, or a man to punch a woman in the face, to do this, to do that? Who are you going to believe?
I agree. I agree.
So because you have a uniform on, You're dismissed from animalistic behavior? Not me, not ever. Never. And this is why we get so angry when we talk about this issue.
I agree. And Eileen, we want to thank you for calling in.
Thank you for calling in.
Thank you for calling in.
Ruckus North for life. That's my baby.
Keep listening. We
North.
appreciate
Oh,
it.
not a problem, guys.
Right.
Good work.
Respect.
Good work.
Respect,
good
Eileen.
topic. But again, I feel a certain kind of way with all the brutality that's happening. But more towards our people than anything else.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so thank you
and
for
we
what you guys
concur.
are doing and bringing these issues to the forefront.
Thank
Have
you.
a blessed day.
Have a blessed day.
We definitely
Love you, Arlene.
concur. We feel the same way
Yeah.
when it's done to us. But when you gotta have some type of compassion when it's a female,
Yeah.
whether she black, white, Indian, it doesn't matter. She's a female, probably weigh 120 pounds,
Yeah.
soaking wet.
Yeah.
And you're an officer of the law. You should have handled that a lot better, bro.
I've seen officers
No doubt.
pull old women out of cars. I've seen officers beat women and children.
Yeah.
This is complete. So don't get it twisted. I'm a human being.
Yes.
Don't get it twisted. Like, of course, what you're seeing now is this environment that is fostering this type of negative behavior. I don't understand why big muscle-bound men, right, with guns go around beating up everybody they see. Oh, I got a badge. Comply.
Steroids.
So, all right. So we saw an incident finally when it wasn't just us. So, again, I don't know how the city of Wildwood is going to handle this. I don't know how the mayor is going to handle it. I don't know how the police chief is going to handle it. But it needs to be handled. It needs to be addressed. We know the officers who were put on desk duty.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, they were put on desk duty until the investigation, completes and everything. So
I'm sorry. It's police procedure for patrolling Wildwood on the first day of the season, right after a long cold winter.
Right.
Everybody, this is the first day everybody out there. Everybody getting their swerve on. The answer to people getting their swerve on is you straddling somebody and punching them in the head. That's what it's about. That's Wildwood's approach to policing a beat with kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
just make the officer, the main officer involved with the punching, hold him accountable.
Yeah.
Definitely hold him accountable.
For sure.
And everything. And I do think, we're going to go off onto the next topic.
Yes.
But I do think that African American officer that was trying to be nice to her or whatever, he would have
know what time it is.
He would have handled it different. That's all I'm saying.
That brother definitely
That's
would
my
not
bet.
that brother definitely would not have punched that white girl.
No doubt.
Trust
No
me
doubt.
when I
So,
tell you.
Now, as in case y'all, been living under a rock, we all know Roseanne's show was canceled.
Yeah.
We know that. We talked about it yesterday. But now Trump finally makes a statement. Oh, he comes back quick on Twitter when it
Or
comes to
some stuff,
something
yeah.
he feels it affects him or his friends or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You'll take a whole month to acknowledge a hero that
He still
saved
didn't, did he?
that saved
No one
excessive
said he
people
did.
from getting killed at Waffle House. You'll take a month to come back with something like that. You know what I'm saying?
After people tell you that you're wrong for a month straight, then you respond to
But
the black
now,
man.
He took to Twitter again.
Ass clown.
Right. For his friend, his buddy, his supporter, Roseanne
Okay.
Barr, took to Twitter and he tweeted out this. Can we read the tweet,
Sure. Yeah.
Jay?
Okay, bye-bye, girl. ABC called Valerie Jarrett to let her know that ABC does not tolerate comments like those made by Roseanne Barr. G. He never called President Donald Trump to Donald J. Trump to apologize for the horrible statements made and said about me on ABC. Maybe I just didn't get the call. Wow.
Okay.
Just joking.
Wow. Why is it
Well,
about him?
Let me
something.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Let me say this because I know Wu was going to just
I'm
go
just
in.
gonna be quiet because
Can't.
it'll be all cuss words from
No,
me.
no, but
Yeah, we don't have enough delete buttons.
here's the thing, Orange dude. You missing the point. You're missing the point. A group of people, right?
There was nothing wrong to him.
What was attacked
Yes.
on
Again.
Twitter verbally
Again.
with some racist statements,
Yes.
friend or not, or whatever like that. My friend do something, or a supporter do something wrong
Yeah.
against a group of people
Yeah.
and say some derogatory mess or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm a come at him. I'm gonna address him. whatever. So the fact that you didn't first say, you worry, you make it all about you all the time.
Yeah,
and this is what I don't
him.
like about this particular guy that y'all put in office.
Why you look over here?
I'm just saying. This is what I don't like about this guy. You make it about you all the time. So instead of addressing the main issue, you know, America, we should never have to be subjected to this type of bigotry and racism. You know, and this should have been the first thing that came out your mouth. I applaud ABC for taking the initiative to make it about humanity over money.
Yes.
And letting, you know, canceling this show. Friend or no friend or whatever not. You know what I'm saying? You are America's president. But immediately you go into your beef with Bob Iger.
Yeah.
You go into your beef with the CEO of Bob Iger. I never got a call for an apology, blah, 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 blah.
Hopefully you won't.
Bruh, come on, man. I'm just saying, okay.
Let's look at the pattern. I might offer a perspective that you guys may not expect me to, because everyone knows where I stand. Okay, look at the pattern. Whenever he has an opportunity to address bigotry, racism, or terrorism when it comes to our people, he A, stays silent, right?
Or he's on the other side.
B, he literally goes to the other side. For instance, after a racist terrorist killed an American citizen, they're good people
on both sides.
On both sides.
Yes.
Okay. The level of narcissism and lack of empathy is exactly what I expect. What I don't understand is why some people in this country feel that it's not necessary to hold him to the same standard that you're holding Roseanne to. So if you're going to fire Roseanne, take away her way to make a living, take away her leadership potential, all you have to do is open a huge voluminous book of racist, sexist statements that he's made over and over again. Finally, you're telling me that the commander-in-chief does not have empathy when someone calls black people monkeys. Nope. He is so narcissistic and self-absorbed. We're not even talking about his mental capacity. We're not talking about his low emotional IQ. We're not talking about his racism. Wow. We're not talking about his mental illness, right? We're not talking about the 20 women that got charges against them for molestation, raping, etc. The leader of your country does not have empathy for the populace. So, how long? You understand what I'm saying? What, again, more do you need to see of this erratic, narcissistic, self-absorbed, racist behavior from the president? What more do you have to see before you say you're no longer qualified? Because last thing, if I go into a situation as a mental health worker, I observe a person's behavior, and we get a crew of people together, right? The social worker, me, this thing, other, and we make an assessment. Hey, sir, you need medication. You're not allowed to operate heavy machinery. I'm serious. You can't have sharp objects and knives. But the president, I'm done.
He gets to go on Air Force One.
Right.
I'm gonna respond to that real quick.
Yes, the code. We're gonna respond, and then we're gonna reset.
I'm gonna respond to that real quick, and I'm gonna tell you how I see this guy that was put in office.
I'm sorry for calling you orange, dude.
White America.
I ain't.
White America does not want to be wrong for their choice.
Exactly.
That's just it in a nutshell.
Yep.
They don't want to verbally
Everybody make
admit
mistakes,
that
Jay.
they
And
picked
drop
the
the bomb.
wrong dude
I messed
to
up.
run the country. They were so hell-bent on not getting a woman in there because we get menstrual cycles, don't want to be by the button. But this guy can
Unstable.
say every day, call the guy that got nuclear bombs that can reach us.
That can make it here, yeah.
That can make it here. Call him names every single day.
Right.
And they don't want to be
Antagonize
wrong.
it.
We make mistakes all the time. Why not say, okay, country,
Yeah.
let's figure out how to
Do
get him
over.
out of here because we messed up. No, white
Certainly
America's not going to do
Certainly,
that.
if you can appease somebody for getting a blowjob.
So I said it. They're not going to admit that they did it.
Can you dust off the blowjob impeachment proceedings and go after this dude? For real. This guy's a threat. Listen. What we saying mental health. Are you a threat to yourself and others?
Mm-hmm.
You are. You're a threat to the world.
Like, I've never seen a president in my time tweet as much as this guy, and it's crazy.
He has time
me
to tweet
because, like, dude, knock it off. You're a danger to the free world as we know it, and you put out this hate every single day with these tweets and not standing up to the bullying that's going on in the world with these police officers taking stuff too far.
Right.
You don't stand up for rights. You stand up for shenanigans, and it's crazy to me.
He's been telling them. He's been telling them to use more force. I don't know if you've seen that. He's been underlying.
Right.
You know, just not
get the sons of bitches. Yeah.
Telling them to use more force.
I cannot.
Yeah, when those SBs, when you tell them to do something, they don't do something, and you knock them in the head or whatever. You should knock them harder. What? Did you just tell police?
So that's what we're doing in the White House with street balling?
The citizens?
With street balling.
Okay, this is what I would like to know, Trump voters. Where is your critical thinking?
It's crazy.
I voted for Obama twice. Okay? And when Obama did stuff that I didn't agree with, I spoke out against it. As a matter of fact, there was backlash in my community. Like, oh, you white folks, blah, 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 blah. Right? What I'm saying is, if this is your candidate and he's wrong, where is your critical thinking? I vote for a politician, right? Then I say, oh, Jackie, I got a right to criticize a politician because I voted for him.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me that every Republican in America that voted for this guy
is okay
agrees
with
what this guy is saying? So in the same way, I was like, yo, Obama, what's up with them drone strikes? What's up with this war? What's up with this economy, right? You can then go to Trump with the litany of horrendous, unspeakable things that this guy does and thinks, and nobody don't got nothing to say, or you say you want to create this atmosphere of fear, right? Like this Nazi, like just be quiet and do what I tell you.
Yeah,
the country is hurting in a bad way. It looks like fascism beginning here.
Yeah, I want to go back more to swing it back to the whole Roseanne thing, man.
Yeah.
It's just that the fact that you don't see nothing wrong with that, and you didn't address the comment.
Yeah.
You know, her tweet. You didn't address the actual canceling of the show, whatever. You didn't address none of that. Again, you just swung it to about you, which shows how you truly, actually, once again, shows
right again. How many times you gotta see it?
Actually, feel about African Americans, and you know what? And it's cool. Let me tell you what I'm gonna give you some respect for that. I respect the one that actually shows you how they truly feel about
Thank you.
Than the one that shakes your hand
and nice you in the back.
Whatever, and nice you in the back. And yeah, and you call me a nigga when I walk away. So you know what? You're more blatant with yours.
Or a monkey.
You know, more blatant with yours. You don't need a hood.
Yeah.
You got the White House behind you. So
I'm gonna yeah, exactly. He don't need the white hood. He got the White House.
Orange hood.
I'm gonna tell you the main reason nobody actually even said this or thought. I'm going to tell you the main reason why he's siding with Roseanne and hasn't spoke out against the statement. Who was her ex-boss? She worked for Obama, right? She was a Obama worker before. So of course he's not going to stick up for anyone that has anything to do, any kind of ties with Obama. If you were Obama, then you were just wrong. Anything that has Obama's name on it, Trump tries to eradicate and get rid of it.
That ain't even the reasoning, bro.
I know it's not a good reason. It's not a sound reason. It's not a sane reason. But Trump being Trump, he doesn't operate on sanity. You know, he doesn't think like
when
a
the rally
person.
went down in North Carolina, and he responded the way he did.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. Talking about there was good people
instead of denouncing
on both sides of the board, and this and this.
We know what Spike Lee said about
instead of
that.
denouncing it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Where the girl got ran over.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I want to digress for 10 seconds, and I'll let y'all go on. You've seen a lot of flip flop because Trump was a Democrat for years.
Yes.
And again, like I mentioned yesterday, Rosie O'Donnell was a socialist, down with Obama. So this twisting of like, you're one way today and the exact. So you was a Democrat for 30 years, Trump, and now hanging out with rappers and Mike Tyson and chilling and smoking blunts. Am I right?
Well,
and now you're like super racist, right-leaning, yo, what's up with this shit? Like, people can't see the okie doke for what it is?
Well, you have to go back to I think it was an 88 news clippings.
Yeah, I know.
You got to go back to that when he said it.
I'm gonna be elected president,
and he did exactly everything that he said in that clipping.
He did.
He said, if I was to ever decide to run for president, I would run as Republicans because the Republicans are the stupidest people on the planet.
How do Republicans feel about that?
They will follow anything that they say on Fox News, and I could do anything. I could kill somebody, and they still would vote for me.
He said it, and he did it. So I don't fault him. I fault everyone around. Yeah, I fault. Right? Okay.
He did exactly what he told the American people over 20 years ago.
The responsibility is the American people's, not Trump's. Everybody knows who and what Trump is.
It's in writing.
Right.
And he
we
did
deserve
exactly what
everything
he
we
said.
get as a country. That's how I'm on.
I'm laughing because there were so many people who hated when the former president Barack Obama was in office. And they hated all
they
of the
used to burn
stuff
pictures of him
that he was trying to do for the country and take it in the direction that he felt the country should go in.
Right.
Then you get this guy in there, and all he does is tweet all day,
and
all
abuse
night,
people,
and abuse his executive power.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? He's untouchable. He's untouchable.
He really
He's
is.
become untouchable. You're actually.
He really
He's
is.
untouchable.
He does what he want to do.
He got his
No
groupies
repercussions.
and flunkies doing all the dirty work. He really totally got rid of all of the people that could make a difference and was trying to make a change because they stood up against him.
Yeah.
So people, I started to say something.
Well, that's his
I'm
motto.
not going to say what he reminds me of, and I wasn't even born then.
What?
Hitler.
Oh, listen.
He's just
so
he's just taller.
since you said it a little bit, listen.
I'm just saying.
What do you think the parades are for?
If you go back to see how fascism started, Mussolini, Hitler, do your research. Go back to the 30s, the 20s, and the 30s.
We're in trouble.
And why they started fanning the flames of this type of hatred. Yo, we are on our way headlong into fascism, thinking that we're free. They're pushing this fascist agenda, and people are buying that crap hook, line, and sinker, talking about, oh, you're just an angry black guy, Dowd, you don't see what you see. People are in the matrix.
Terrible.
Fascism is actually here now.
What other American president has ever tried to order a military parade? Like I don't think that's ever happened in the history of America.
Who does that?
Like
what type of leaders stand at the podiums while the military parades in front of them?
Exactly.
What democratic country does that?
See, here's
nobody.
Here's the thing, though. Sometimes we overanalyze things so much we miss the simplicity of what the problem really is. Right? We got to look at who we talking about. So we talking about Trump.
Yeah.
His biggest problem is ego.
Yes.
And he's a narcissist.
He's narcissistic.
Yeah,
He's
very
narcissistic.
Yeah.
That's his biggest problem. Think about it.
He's the president.
You know, tweeting all the time, responding to minimal issues when you got to run the country.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Or whatever like that. And then if you go against him, he's constantly on the attack.
Yeah.
He's constantly on the attack or whatever. And because the reason why, you know what? Maybe
I don't pay my taxes. They lock me up.
If
he ain't paid taxes in how long?
If African American people really like Trump and show their love for Trump publicly or whatever, he'll rock with him. But because he know there's so much, you know what I'm saying? hatred for this man that comes from us or whatever like that. Okay, I'm not going to pass this law for you guys. Yeah. I'm not, because you don't like me.
I'm getting rid of Obamacare.
Because you don't like me.
Look at my African American over there. I love him.
That's
what
that's
he
where his negativity feeds from. Because we don't like him. Because of the things he does. You know what I'm saying?
Do away with
We're not on his
Obamacare.
side. He's one of those type of presidents. You're not on my side.
Yeah.
You don't think I'm right, then I ain't doing nothing for you. And it's actually that simple.
Yeah.
Well, I think
we can't share.
I think we should be lucky that is that simple, because Hitler and Mussolini also were narcissistic, self-absorbed, and whatever. So I think that his saving grace, right, is that he's not as intellectual as those other two people that I just because if he was, and he were able to leverage that into something worse. So I would agree with Norm that there is a simplicity to him, right? Which is, I'm taking my ball and I own the whole court, and you need to shut up. He acknowledges that he doesn't read, and he acknowledges that he's not an intellectual. That's actually a good thing for the country, because if he was as intelligent as Hitler was,
because we have a country of smart people. That's all he says.
We be back on the boat. Back on the boat.
Listen,
but
no, we'd all be executed. The other black people be put on.
Jay, introduce this before you rock, because this is all you.
Oh, okay.
That's all you.
What's harder, moving on, starting over, or letting go?
Whoa, say that again.
Okay. What's harder, moving on, starting over, or letting go? Okay. What was it for you?
I'm gonna take name yours.
Letting go, because if you don't let go, you can't do the other two.
Okay.
Simple.
Yeah,
very
okay.
simple.
Makes sense.
Very
You?
simple.
I'm gonna say starting over.
Okay. And you, P?
I'll say the same, and it probably depends on the situation, but I'll say the same thing, starting over.
For me,
Yeah.
it was starting over.
Yeah.
Because when you put a whole bunch into something,
exactly.
and now you have to pick up and start over, sometimes it's difficult.
It is.
You might be able to do it, but it's difficult. For me, letting go wasn't an issue, because once it's over, it's over.
Yeah.
So that's the question we asking everybody.
Exactly.
What's harder, moving on, starting over,
Yes,
or letting go?
For me, the reason that you're unable to move on, the reason that I was unable to start over, because I didn't let go. Once all the smoke and dust cleared, I said, oh, okay. Blah, 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 blah. But the reason that I was unable to make action forward from the previous relationship was because I couldn't let go.
Okay.
Once I let go, then, okay, let's see what's going on. Oh, I'm depressed.
Okay.
Oh, I haven't eaten 3 days. Oh, I need to get a place to sleep. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's when I was able to push to let go, to start over.
Yeah, I'm going to
move
read
on.
them. Yep.
Right.
So Danielle Spencer said, letting go. Rayanne Cuthbert, she said, me, starting over. Then Danielle Spencer said, I love starting over, though. Okay. Yeah. You get to start fresh. Kenny Johnson said, starting over. And Anthony Williams said, definitely starting over.
Yeah.
Danielle Spencer said, letting go is hard because you always feel like it can be fixed.
Yeah, well,
I
when
agree
you've been in something for a
Dr.
minute,
D.
when you've been in something for a minute, because
agree with
remember,
Dr. D.
if you've been with somebody, just say you've been with someone for 3 years, you know it takes you about 1.5 years to get your life back after that breakup. It takes you about 1.5 years to 2 years to really, I like to say, cleanse yourself of all of the stuff that you've been through.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Right. See, I look at it like this. I say starting over because, just for instance, right, if your house burnt down, you got all your belongings in there, all your private, personal possessions, and all of this, whatever. And even though you may have insurance, it's still not going to replace certain things.
Yeah.
And that's how I look at, situations you go through in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, starting over is like if you go through a breakup, right? If somebody leaves you and walks out on you or whatever, and then it's like, wow,
I got to do this all.
I got to do this all over again with somebody else. I got to learn them again.
Yeah. And I think the older you get, the harder that gets. When you're younger, the bounce back is a little easier. When you're younger, you're like,
because in 2 weeks you'll be dating somebody else.
You forgot about them already. But when you get old, I can tell you, for me, the situation, I was sitting there like, yo, I'm not beefing this. Like, I don't want to do this. Like, that's how I was like, I don't want to go out and find nobody. Like, people, my boys or whatever, invite me out. I'm in this spot, nice little lounge. And I'm just sitting there looking around at people. I'm like, I don't want to be up in here.
I get you, but
You know
for
what I'm
me,
saying?
I would much rather start over and have my sanity
Yes, of
than
course.
deal with craziness, drama, and BS. That I could never. That's a waste of my life. And listen, I got less days on this earth now than I have more.
Yeah.
So I am not going to be miserable when I know that as long as I have breath in my body and I'm able to work and take care of myself, I'm out.
While I will definitely underline how difficult it is to
Yeah.
start over, without question.
Yes.
For me, once I am in the mindset to start over,
Yeah.
the Rocky music starts to play. I know it sounds crazy, right? And then, no, I'm dead ass serious, or whatever, or a Tribe Called Quest album comes on. You know what I mean?
What song?
Bonita Applebum.
Bonita Applebum. I'm about to say.
So
I'm
when
about
I
to
hear
say,
Bonita
gotta be
Applebum,
Bonita.
it's like in the wintertime, get fat, summertime I get skinny. Like it's like I'm in a phase where I'm like, yo, I'm about to start working out. So what I'm saying is, because I've had the experience,
Yes.
it may sound crazy, and you might say, Dawu, you're being prideful. I take great pride in walking out of a situation with the Eldorado in my underwear, from and leaving all of this stuff that I built, that I put investment
feel you.
time, and I put
'Cause you can get
everything.
more
And I was
stuff.
like, yo, you know what? You got that, partner. Like I was like Dr. Dre, like go ahead and take that.
You get more.
My car, my house, my bed, my flat screen, you can have it. So now when difficult times come, I say, I've lost everything.
Yeah.
So now I can go ahead and get it back.
Yeah.
Also makes me not as attached and as controlled by things, because I know that things can come
and go.
things can go.
Yeah.
But my pride and my integrity,
Yes.
if you start to mess with that, that's what I can't
Yeah.
let go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
I get that, yeah.
I think holding on to situations can make you bitter and angry, and
Yes.
you will do the next person a disservice.
Yeah, never
when
bring
you're
luggage.
holding on to stuff.
Yeah.
Listen, like Dawu said, you can get a new television.
Yes, Lord. Yes, you
You
can.
could get a new couch.
New house.
You could get a new place. Now,
New
it may
woman, too,
not
no,
be
sorry.
the best place,
Yeah, but it'll
but
be
I'm
yours.
telling you,
It's-
sanity
P,
is
everything.
It's yours.
everything.
Ain't nobody gave you a damn thing.
Everything.
It's yours.
But if you don't let go of the stuff that you had before, you're still gonna be thinking about that.
This is
when,
true.
When you do get that place that wasn't as great as your old
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's why
This
I
is
said let
true.
it go. That's
This
why I
is true.
said
And
it.
sometimes,
I agree.
because you're lonely, you may get that person that wasn't as great as the old one.
This is true.
Because you can't let
This
go.
is true.
And because you can't let go.
You
This is
can't
true.
let
yeah,
go.
yeah.
This
so,
is true.
so
Right.
that I will agree with.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And-
Letting go
let's
starts
read-
everything
Let's
else.
read some comments.
Okay, so Juanita Carrying Hartstown said, I agree, Pierre. I can let go, but the older I get, the harder it is to start over. I'm just tired of the BS. So here we go again.
Yeah, that's
All right?
exactly how I felt.
Preach,
I was
baby.
like,
Preach.
Yeah.
I felt that way too.
Arsenio Jenkins,
I'm
live,
middle-aged,
learn,
starting over.
and let go. Agree.
Agree.
Okay. Danielle Spencer, she said, yep. What Dawu said.
Yeah. And what
Danielle
P said,
Spencer,
yeah.
she said, do you like talking about your likes and dislikes with the new boo, or just find out on your own through the course of the relationship?
nah, you gotta
Okay.
talk about it. That's why I
Okay.
say talk about it.
But you know what? As the
What's that?
relationship progresses,
Yeah.
you're gonna find out likes and dislikes anyway.
Exactly.
Even
So-
5 years later.
Yes,
Yeah.
trust me. So you don't have to tell me your life story all in one day,
No,
because
no.
now I'm overwhelmed and I got a headache.
No, you can do it, but it is good to put some stuff out there up front. Like you said, don't unload
but I don't
everything,
need-
all the
I don't
luggage.
need everything in one day and one sitting, and
Nah.
I'm like,
See,
now I'm sitting there like, huh?
Nah. See, there's certain
Nah.
thing. There's certain thing. Like I said, one of the first conversations I have
Mm-hmm.
with a woman, if I was interested in talking with her, is
Yes.
the whole putting hands on each other thing.
Oh,
Like, that's
yeah.
a conversation I always have.
Yeah, that
up
talk
front.
need to be
Like listen,
heard
I
first.
I don't believe in putting my
Keep
hands
your
on a
hands
woman,
to
but I don't
yourself.
believe in a woman putting their hands on me either. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Black
So
woman.
I don't touch you like
Yeah.
in
You
a
don't touch
offensive
me.
matter. You don't touch me.
Yeah.
We okay because
Yes.
we just don't do that. So
Hey.
that's something like I put up front.
Yes.
Let them know. So if you want to be like, oh, well, if I smacked you, someone would touch you. Well, what if
Oh,
I
I
just
know.
went and I
Bruh,
smacked
P,
you?
I know.
And I give him a look. I'm like,
Please don't
no,
do that.
like don't do it.
I'm not putting my hands on no man,
Don't
because I don't want
do
no
it.
man putting his hands on me.
Yeah.
And I know that you all are physically stronger anyway. So why would I want to test the waters?
But see, in some women's mind,
Nope.
they're like, well, a man shouldn't put his hands on me anyway, so I should be able to do that.
Listen,
no, we're not.
This is
we're not.
this
That's a
is
sure way for us to break
this
up.
is such
We're
a
ending
profitable
that day.
conversation. See, when I hear a woman say what P said, pew, I'm out.
Yeah, you got to
I'm
be.
not
You
talking
gotta
about a
protect
damn
yourself.
thing.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not going to be abusive physically towards you.
Yeah.
You're not going to be physically abusive towards me. Fat old 47-year-old devil. When I hear that, I'm not the man for you. There's certain things, certain criteria that I have. If you don't meet them, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Right. Period. I'm too old for this. I'm too slow, P. I gotta, you know what I mean? No, P. I only got like 6, 7. By the 8th, if you're not down, I'm being dead ass. By the 8th, Norm, my asthma might start kicking in.
Yeah.
I'm telling the truth. So I got to hit you first.
I feel you.
Hey, you know what? It's funny because moving on and letting go, they're cousins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
they
sir.
related.
Actually,
you're right. You're right.
They're fraternal twins.
The left and the right hand. Right, the same body.
Because it's funny. I tell people all the time, you really can. You think you moved on, but you still living in the past. You still talking about the past. And I remember when. But I used to do, and this person was like. That's because it's hard for some people just to let go.
Yeah.
And you don't realize you really haven't moved on.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
yes, but when you find, and again, the key word, another cousin to moving on and letting go is closure.
Yes.
That's the other cousin.
Yeah,
that's that distant cousin. Right there. You know what I'm saying? So you
closure is real. You need
you gotta find that closure.
Let me tell you something.
Sometimes it's hard, though.
Let me tell you something. I swear to God, I'm not joking. Norm need to write a book. Yo, when I first started working here in November, he used to gut me, yo. Just not directly, but like, a little bit of there, pal. Seem like you're not letting go, pal. Oh, really? Well, how come? Because you have not let go. Really, you know how Norm get on that rant like, you know what, for 5 years, boy, you ain't did nothing. I'll be like, like, you know what I'm saying? It is uncomfortable, right? But in order to move forward, you have to. Yeah. You'll be all right. And don't be afraid to be by yourself.
No doubt.
So you hear from God.
Never.
No doubt. Let's read some comments. Shout out to Dee Dee on the check-in. She said, letting go and starting over. I was in a 15-year lousy marriage that I should have left many, many years ago.
Hey.
But I woke up one day and was like, I deserve better. I just can't anymore. But what made me stay in that marriage was I didn't know how to start over by myself with 3 kids. But I'm gonna give it to God and let him lead the way. Let's clap it up for that.
Yeah,
okay. What Dee Dee said. Exactly. Exactly what she said, how she said it.
Okay.
Couldn't put it better myself.
No doubt, no doubt. Let's read shout out to Anthony Williams. Anthony Williams said, I just need to know if you're willing to have my babies and help me build so that we can create generational wealth for our family, and work can become optional. We can work everything else out.
Yeah.
Only one caveat. I need to know, can you help me take care of the babies I got? I don't need no more. I need you to help me take care of the babies. I don't need you to make
no more.
No. I'll take care of yours. You take care of mine.
No doubt.
I already got babies.
Arsenio Jenkins. Shout out to Arsenio. Good afternoon. She said, that's so true. If I got to hear about your ex, we aren't compatible. The focus must be about the bigger picture, which is moving forward, not being stuck looking in the rear view mirror. Let's clap that up.
Yeah, well,
respect.
Let me ask y'all a question. How do y'all feel about that? Like when you're starting with somebody and you're trying to get to know them and they want to start asking you a whole bunch of questions about your ex. Like me sometimes.
If they bring it up?
Yeah.
You saying they bring it up?
Yeah. Yeah, they want to sometimes be like, well, I might give them a little information, but I'm not really trying to talk about that. I don't really want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? If that was what I wanted to talk about, why would I want to talk about my ex if I'm trying to get to know you? That's the way I'm trying to put it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes people go, oh, well, tell me about your ex and what did y'all used to do? And and I.
Oh, you talking about in the beginning?
In the beginning.
Right. Oh, that no.
Yeah. I'm not really big on that.
Well,
to a degree.
Think about it. People, if a woman is asking you about your ex, right? Eventually, they're trying to get to why you and your ex are not together. That's what it is. They really don't want to know about your ex.
That's true.
They want to know why you and your ex is not together, why y'all broke up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they're trying to allude to. Now, is that a fair question to try to get to when you just start dealing with somebody or whatever? It might be, because to certain women, that's their determination about what's up with you and her. Now, if you say me and my ex broke up because one time I put my hand on, I hit her in the face.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, I'm
of course.
going to the extreme.
Of course,
or me and my ex broke up one time, because this such and such happened and whatever like that. So they want to know that for reasons. I think it's a fair. I do think it's a fair.
I think the determining factor in that is the intention of the woman. If the woman is trying to be manipulative, look, you got a right to know that Dawood's crazy.
Right.
Right? But I don't whoop your ass and put my hands on him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the parameters of Dawood is not going to slash your tires or punch you in the face. You got a right to know that.
Yeah.
Right.
But some women are manipulative. They like to control the relationship, control the man. See if you got D-control. See if you can leave the pee on the table.
Yeah.
When women start doing stuff like that, with holding sass, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like Norm says, my D-control gets up and my mouth shuts because I feel like you're trying to manipulate me. You know what I mean? So it depends on the intention of the woman that's asking the question.
No doubt.
Like I said, my thing. Uncle, you gonna read some comments or?
No,
okay. Yeah, my thing is, like I said, I just feel like if we're trying to get to know one another, like I really don't want to talk a lot about my ex relationship, and I don't really want to know about, like, I'm not asking you about your relationship. I'm trying to get to know you. I think when people start talking about that a lot or try to put out, like you said, then they haven't moved on. They're not really ready to go to the next level or step with someone
I
new.
agree, sir.
Because if you're well, me and my ex, we used to, and you're sitting like,
You're not building, you're looking backwards.
Yeah, you're looking
Yes,
backwards. Like,
I
why are you
agree.
looking behind you? Behind you is behind you for a
'Cause
reason.
you're not ready to
You're not ready. I'm right
fully
here in
commit
front
to
of you.
me.
So how
Yes,
about? Well, you know what? How
yes.
about you forget about him right now? What do you want to do tonight? Well,
Oh, and ladies, and by the way, there have been times in my life when I wasn't ready, but was still out there putting it on the table at night when I shouldn't have. I
Right.
kept my D to myself,
Right,
knowing I wasn't ready. But I was like, macho man,
Yeah.
gotta have sex to prove myself.
Yeah.
Low self-esteem because I got dumped. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So it happens to men too. It ain't just women.
No, it definitely does.
Yeah.
But I'm just asking how you guys felt about it. Because me, I'm not big on. I'm not big on. Like, so I'm not big on giving a whole bunch of past.
I'm not anymore.
Information.
Never though, P. I'm sorry.
I mean, no. I'll give
We're
it up.
gonna talk about it eventually.
What
We'll
I'm
tell you anything you want to know.
saying is, I'm like what you said. If somebody's asked me all of these questions, like I just want to know, like why, why does that matter? Like you said, as long as I'm not a pedophile, I'm not a beater, I'm not a cheater, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not none of those things. Right. You're going to have some form of conversation about your past relationship.
Okay,
of course, and just regular conversation. Well, what happened? Well, but like you said, when you want to just keep going and going and going, I'm like, I'm not gonna.
Here's one with you on that, P, because I look at it like this. You asked me about my ex or whatever like that, but just realize something from the door. We're not together no more.
Exactly.
And me and her was me and her.
Exactly.
Me and you, I'm me and you.
Yes.
So it's going to be totally
the
different
dynamics
scenarios.
should be different.
You know what I'm saying? I've changed since then. My ex has changed since then. So I could sit up here and tell you she was this, she wasn't this, she wasn't that, whatever.
Maybe she's not that same
but
person.
she may not be that same person now. You know what I'm saying? So I really only want to go there and have that conversation or whatever. So I get you on that. But you do got to get to the point in a relationship where you are discussing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You're discussing life, period, and things you've been through, period.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's especially if it's somebody you intend to be with.
Yes. I agree.
Now, just a random, we ain't got to talk about none of that.
Of course, if we're in a committed relationship or moving towards a committed relationship, my doors open up. But I live alone, got a bachelor pad. Like, who's on my Facebook? Wait. You asking me why? Wait, you asking me why I'm at the graduation, not with my daughter, but with my baby mama? That's the mother of my son.
Yeah.
You me why I am at Montclair State watching my son graduate, and the only thing out of your mouth is, "Where's your ex-wife?" Flag on the play. Like, nah, dude, that's your stuff. And this idea that some women are so insecure that you're demanding that I have how can I not have contact with the mother of my children, even if I'm not cool?
That's so funny you said that. Let me tell you how
I'm a good dad. I gotta contact her.
Yes,
I have
exactly.
to have a relationship.
In some
We're co-parents.
Yeah, exactly. Yo,
What
the
are you
crazy thing
talking
is,
about?
I was at my son's graduation, right? So I'm sitting next to his mother, right?
Yeah.
So this chick I just started, we started dating, whatever, and I posted the picture up, with my son's mother. We sitting together, whatever. And somebody took the picture, whatever. It's just graduation.
Yeah.
She happy. he graduated college, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And you were smiling next to her. That's your crime.
Now look, and me and my son's mother hasn't had the best past and best situation where that's the reason why we got together.
Right. Yeah. Y'all better now.
But
yeah,
this is our son.
Yeah.
So we're both here for our
and
son.
You grew up.
Life
and
you
the
made
fact
together.
that she had an attitude, the fact that she had an attitude, like, why are you sitting next to her? I'm like, what are you?
Is that the question to ask?
I'm like, what are
my
you
son's
talking
graduation.
about?
My son's mother at
And
his
that's his
graduation.
mother.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? Like that, it's
No.
yeah, I didn't even really, to keep my sanity.
You just bounced.
Yeah, I didn't entertain the BS or whatever.
You can't
like
entertain that.
Now,
one.
let me tell you now, like my wife now,
Go ahead.
because I'm married. And see, people got to look at. There's a difference when you are married.
Yes.
There is no question that is off the table. I'm gonna be honest.
I agree.
When you're married,
I agree.
So my wife asked me anything.
I agree.
So 9 years ago, why did you really decide to such and such and
I
such?
agree.
Well, babe, it was like this and blah blah. That's the respect of a wife and a husband.
I agree.
And the same. I expect the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So certain things are on the table, and again, it depends on the nature of the relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And where your relationship is at with this person.
Yes.
Where you're going to start giving up certain information, and I guess that's a topic in itself.
Yes.
At what point in time do you tell personal things about your life or your business or whatever to somebody you're just meeting?
People could be crazy, but they cover their crazy up here.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying, give it a little time.
Man, listen.
Relax.
18 months.
Keep that gun in the holster for a little bit.
18 months is the medical time where the endorphins. It's a proven fact that the endorphins run out 18 months.
Yes, sir.
And that's when you start clearly seeing the other person for whom they are, and all the the newness of it.
You talking about the lovey-doveyness?
Yeah.
The initial attraction.
Yeah.
It's called oxytocin.
Oxytocin.
Okay, I got you.
It's called oxytocin.
So it's 18 months. It takes 18 a year and a half.
Actually, they say this. Let me get it right. It's less than that.
It's less than that now.
People
don't cut the time down.
Now the chemical. They say that chemical.
It is wearing off early now.
Yeah.
And I want to talk to my brother because we are the Man Cave Morning Show.
Yes.
Make sure that your intentions are clear. Like for instance, if I took my ex-wife and my daughter to the Sadie Nash graduation, some type of scholarship thing or whatever. She was in my car. Dog, you gonna have to chillax with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if my ex-wife's car broke down and we going to the graduation, catch a cab.
Yeah.
Are you serious? So when my car broke down and she took me to the graduate. So what's up with the jealousy on the females part? You always talking about how bad men are and how two-timing we are. What if I legitimately don't have no bad intention, but because of your paranoia and your kookiness and craziness, you kind of trying to superimpose your bull crap onto me because I'm a man I want to sleep with anything I can get my hands on.
See, this is the thing, and it doesn't even go for just women. It's men and women. People start to feel a certain way when the person they're dealing with or trying to get to know is around someone that they used to be with. Like once you've been in that intimacy zone with them, they kind of feel like, oh well, he already knows what it's like, she already knows what it's like, that it would be easy for you to do, say not realizing that when it's over, it's over. You know what I'm saying? When you mentally are like, you know what, I'm done, but in their minds it's like, nah, if the right situation came across, y'all could do X, Y, and Z. No, like I said, if that was the case, I wouldn't be with you. I would be with them.
When General finished, I want some of it.
I wouldn't have to try. I wouldn't have to try to hide it. I would just do it.
Well said. Touche.
And shout out to that. Clap that up, fam.
Yeah. Touche.
Y'all, here's something crazy, lady. This for the ladies, right? So I'm sitting here reading. We're talking about the chemical thing with attraction with oxytocin. Once the oxytocin runs out, whatever, if y'all ain't got no bond there, you out. Yeah, basically.
True.
Right?
That's very true.
I'm reading up on oxytocin. So think about this. It says oxytocin promotes monogamy by preventing men from signaling romantic interest to other women.
Wow.
I'm gonna say that one more time. So is that the cure for cheating now?
Wow.
Oxytocin.
Start getting shots.
Wow.
Get your man oxytocin shots, ladies.
Wow.
He would never have an interest in another woman. Get your man oxytocin
It is
shots.
actually possible to be in a monogamous relationship,
Yes,
contrary to what women are saying. But I wanted to go back to P's point.
Found a cure to cheat.
We found a cure. We'll go back to P's point. See, that is the mother of my children. I am not parading around my ex-girlfriend. Look, I got a girlfriend, and I'm parading around my ex-girlfriend. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not with that. Like, this is the mother of my children. We got a lot of history, a lot of craziness, a lot of pain, a lot of laughs. But it's not like I'm like, look at what I could do. I had sex with her. Blah, blah. That's my ex-wife. That is not a girlfriend I had. And then so in other words, well, he could choose her and he could choose this one and that. It's not the same. But some women try to link all of it as one thing. Well, she got a vagina, therefore. No, that's the mother to my children. I look at her in a different. Don't you want me to look at her like that?
Exactly.
And if you became my wife, don't you want me to look at you in that way? Exactly. So she doesn't deserve no honor. No, I can't be around her. Can't have no conversations. Just give her money and that's it.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about?
Crazy.
Oh man.
Cuckoo ladies, you crazy ladies.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back to. See, Ingrid Judge made a comment. She said, "Why would anyone want to know the details about an ex? That's just weird and the jump off for something nutty." Yeah, that could spark some problems.
Yeah.
When you want to know the details about an ex, too many details. Put it that way.
Yes.
Put it that way. Shout out to Paul Joseph Williams. He said, "There's a bigger reason why your windshield is bigger than your rearview mirror, because there is so much in life that is in front of you, opposed to looking at so little that's behind you." Salute to that.
I like that.
No doubt.
That was
I
pretty
like
deep,
that.
Paul. That was pretty deep.
Real deep, man. Real deep, bro. Come up here and take some pictures of the Man Cave Morning Show.
Joe, you know what it is.
We need your photography skills.
You know what it is.
Arsenio Jenkins said communication is key, but it's how it's presented that feeds either positive or negative results. True indeed. Salute.
I agree.
Salute. And Danielle Spencer says 6 months for oxytocin effect.
Okay.
That's what it is. 6 months. Yes, it is.
All right.
It is 6 months. Shout out to Carla on the check-in. What's good, Carla? What's up, Michael Lamont on the check-in? Julius Gray said that new car smell will wear off.
Always does.
Yeah.
So the question we're asking is, what's harder, moving on, starting over, or letting go? And Wu said letting go.
Right.
Now, when I really think about it, a lot of people, I know a lot of people where letting go is their biggest issue.
It's mine, for sure.
And it's usually an issue. We've been talking about the relationship thing, right?
Yeah.
But let's talk about some people can't let go past pain. Let's talk about Yeah, let's talk about past pain. Some people cannot let it go, and we see it a lot in people that has been victimized, or you get in an argument with somebody and y'all just holding a grudge forever and forever and forever, or you holding on to the pain of something that happened in your childhood or whatever, and you never got the big piece of chicken, and you still
never got the big piece of chicken.
you still never letting that go. Past pain, I think, is the biggest thing for certain people.
If you are making, sorry for my numb your whole Renge Kill moment, if you are making a decision based on your pain, your fear, your guilt, or your shame, you're wrong. A lot of us, more people than will really recognize, don't make decisions based upon their happiness or consider the happiness of another person. Check this out. In order for everyone to truly be happy and to really understand what that means, we need to break up, which was my problem.
Right.
Not stay together. So, but if I'm in jealousy mode, right? If I'm in low self-esteem mode, now I'm making decisions based upon that, because pain feeds on pain.
Yes.
And guilt and shame feeds the pain, and then we go become more abusive, and then go, see, you didn't deserve it, I didn't deserve it, da 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 da. If you look at the conversations you're having on your mind, and there are more guilt, shame, and fear decisions making, you should make your decisions on love, happiness, clarity, and you can't do that without a spiritual component.
Yeah,
but a lot of people don't. Go ahead.
I was just about to say that I think it's hard for some people if they don't have that out, like I said, and I think that is what helped to ground people, spirituality.
Yes.
When people don't have that in their life, I
Yes.
think that they do start to go off all these other different things because
Yes.
you know their mind is all over. Their mind is all over the place. It's all over the place. I think when you are a spiritual person, you know how to focus, and you can focus on, okay, well, am I being emotional about making this decision, or is this a rational decision?
Right.
You know, he's always cheating on me. Well, did he do anything to make him think that he's cheating on me, or is it just my paranoia that I think he's going to cheat on me because I feel like I gained 10 extra pounds, so he can't think that I'm sexy anymore?
Spiritual and not religious.
Yes.
Religion is emotion.
Yeah, it's two
Spiritual
different
is rational and makes sense.
Yes.
And getting back to that point, and it's like, and I know some certain women that are like this, and I spoke to one time. She was cheating on over and over and over and over again.
I
Which
got you.
I don't, I don't understand the real reason why she wanted to stay into that.
Right.
You know, it was over and over again. Okay, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I'm gonna do better. Okay, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I'm gonna do better. Cheat again. Blah blah blah.
And you still staying
Repeat
as you.
cycle, and she's in that. So now when it finally is over, and maybe 3 years go by, and she meets this great guy, loves her, treats her good, the whole nine, and they get into a relationship, and she's always, well, where you going? And she's always, you're having lunch with a female, what's going on, and blah blah blah, and then she's always attacking him, like she's always attacking him,
a good brother,
hard,
right?
And this brother loves her. This brother loves her. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, he's like, he don't know what to do.
But you know what though?
You don't know where to go with it.
That'll drive you crazy.
You know what though? Pain is addictive. Okay. So is being a victim. It's addictive. So the same way you stay away from a heroin addict, you need to go ahead and stay away from someone that's addicted to pain.
Or should he be patient enough to teach her how to love again properly, healthy, how to love again healthier.
If he sees her potential and loves her,
yeah,
of course she's up. But I'm just saying, there are some negative Nellies in the world. Every time you're around them, they always got drama. That's what I'm talking about.
Do we run from victims? Or do we help them?
We help victims that want to be helped because you are responsible for the condition of your own life.
Exactly.
If you are taking responsibility and you need help, thanks, Dawood. I see you got a broken leg and let me help you. Right? That don't mean no one got to pick my fat ass up and walk me around. I got to walk on my leg until it gets stronger.
Yeah.
So a lot of times people can't tell the difference between people not taking accountability. Listen, if I'm in the infant stages of taking my responsibility, right? It looks like weakness, but that's not the case. It's that I'm turning and I'm trying to go ahead and do what I need to do. But if I'm a victim that victimized others with my guilt and my manipulations and stuff like that, and then try to justify it, has anyone been in that type of situation? Somebody treat you wrong and then go, baby, I love you, even though I'm whooping your ass, that type of thing. That's a predator.
Yes.
And a victim as well.
Yeah.
So with the woman that's been cheated on over and over and over, and she gets into this relationship, and the guy loves her. She loves this guy, but she's so insecure,
right,
because of what's been done to her in the past. Should from what you're saying,
go ahead.
Okay, well, if she's like that, I think you have to kind of grab her. You have to grab her and just say to her, I'm not him.
Yeah.
Like I'm not him. This is me. I love you. I want to be with you. I'm not him, because I seen people that has so much potential in their relationship.
That's the word.
Break up and leave because they didn't know how to deal with that situation. The man wasn't patient enough, and he didn't have enough tolerance to be able to help her through making her see that he's not this other guy.
No.
Can you really say that he wasn't patient enough though? I mean, does it really boil down to his patience, or does it boil down to whether or not she was changing or not? Because you could be super patient, but if someone doesn't change, it's going to come to a head. It's going to come to a point where you're like, man or woman, that you're like, I can't keep doing this. Like, I'm not that person, and I don't know what else I can do to prove to you that I'm not like that. I don't show you any signs of that. I treat you a certain way. I treat you this way. Like nothing that I do says that I'm that person. But like you said, if a person can't move on from that, they can't forget that. If it's that embedded into their psyche that every man is like, every man is a cheater, no matter what, then it's nothing that you could do. It has nothing to do with your patience. Doesn't matter how patient you are. Doesn't matter how long you try to wait and love on her or love on him if you're a woman. If the person is not going to change, and do you stay in that? I say no, because then that's toxic to yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you're really giving a person a chance and they're not showing you anything different, that's me here. Right. Then it got to be a point for your own sanity that you got to say, you know what, I got to move on.
All right. Shout out to Ingrid Judge. She said, hurt people. Take time to properly heal before starting new.
Yes.
The responsibility is yours, not the other person.
The key word is potential. Love is not enough. I can love an abusive person, right? Can I not? And go straight to hell with them. You got to have the love, to potential, and then and then the action, because all of us have the potential to change, right? But you have to look as a reformed Captain Save-A-Ho, and don't get all bent out of shape, male hoe, female hoe. That's not my job, right? If the universe has something for you that you need to deal with, I can be here to support you, and I love you. But it's not my responsibility to save you. It is your responsibility. Now, if you have potential and you don't know how to take that potential and turn it into action, I can help you with that. But if you don't have a desire to go from potentiality to action, I'm out. And you're not going to manipulate me by saying, how come you don't save me? I threw you the life raft. But if I jump in the water and you grab me by the neck and we both drown, no, not me.
So is a hurt woman's insecurities abusive?
They can be.
They can be, yes.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Or man.
Right.
Yeah, of course, but you're right.
Yeah.
But we dealing with women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And how do you
very destructive.
How do you cut that off real quick before it becomes to the point where now it's abuse?
I'm sorry. I got. If you are showing, listen now. If you're showing her consistent character, if you are showing the woman consistent character and she don't change, run your ass to the hills.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a year straight. You've been bringing her lunch, picking her up, and she's still wilding out. No change. She just as paranoid, just as kooky, just as crazy. You know, took your underwear and threw them on the job and lit them on fire. It's like for no reason other than what's in her head. Run. Get to the chopper.
Right. That's when it's abuse.
Julius posed a question in chat. He said, do you think a person can be pushed into cheating?
Ooh, write that down for tomorrow's show.
I'm gonna say this. Yeah, we can actually, that could be a topic.
Write that down for tomorrow's show.
Pushed into cheating.
Go there.
I would say this. I don't think nobody can be
there you go.
pushed into physical cheating.
Yes.
Oh.
I don't think nobody can be pushed into physical cheating. I do think you could push somebody into cheating emotionally. I do.
Wow, General. Listen.
Because you can control the physical thing, the emotion. The emotional, sometimes you have no control over that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But even
physical
if something
cheating is a choice.
Yes, that's definitely a choice.
Yeah.
Physical cheating is definitely a choice.
But you're saying that she can be pushed into emotional.
Yes, you could be pushed into emotional.
Okay, so that's the last question. If I've been pushed to my emotional and I've been emotional a long time, what do you think I'm gonna do? Ain't it gonna turn into physical?
No, but
if it turns into physical, whose fault is that?
But see, the reason
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
The reason why I say that you can't be pushed into cheating physically and it's a choice is because if someone is treating you a certain way and they've been treating you a certain way, you have the option to leave the relationship. You know what I'm saying? In the relationship versus stepping out. You can just go and say, hey, I no longer want to be with you, and okay, now this person wants to be with me. I'm going to be with this person.
Smooth.
But when you it is a choice. It's definitely a choice.
I think that at the age that we are now, absolutely. As a young Thundercat, hey.
It still was a choice. It still was a choice.
I got you. No, I agree. But my ability to make that choice is so much more greater now that I'm mature and have had experiences. Whereas I was so confused at how I felt and what the hell was going on. My dick was leading me through everything. I didn't have no brain, just a dick. I'm not making excuses, but when you see a 50-year-old man on that bull crap, you're like, man, stop. But a younger man, I gotta cut the young bucks some slack. I gotta cut the young females some slack as well. Sorry.
And the biggest culprit when it comes to being pushed into emotional cheating is lack of communication.
Yes,
definitely. So
Mhm.
when there's that lack of communication, right? Or you don't know how to break. You don't break the monotony of the relationship. So in other words, it's get up in the morning, we go to work, we get home.
This is uncomfortable for me.
We get home.
Yeah. It's like a robot.
Okay, I fix you dinner.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. How was your day?
Yeah.
How was your day? Boom 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 boom. And,
Yeah.
and it becomes monotonous.
Yeah.
And you neither one of you is trying to break that monotony.
Okay.
And then the monotony festers into boredom.
Exactly.
And then the boredom festers into someone just giving you a compliment.
That's
right?
all it takes, especially
someone,
for women.
Someone paying you some attention,
Yeah.
whatever, and talks to you about something different,
Mhm.
that your mate is not talking to you about, and you get intrigued into the conversation or whatever, and this manifests into emotional cheating.
Well, certainly, brothers, my weakness has definitely been being monotonous and repetitive. The only way I broke out of that was when everything fell down. My entire life is spontaneous now. There is nobody, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So now when I move into a relationship now, I understand Norm and P. Before I was like, I'll pay them bills, shut your ass up, you really get my dinner. I was like that sexist, you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm a good man. And the woman was bored out of her mind.
Yeah.
And she got so bored that, whereas now, I'm more able to be spontaneous because of what I learned at being single.
Right.
So there you go.
Right.
That's just me, though.
Yeah.
What you want me to tell you?
Right. So we're gonna have a continuation.
Yes.
Tomorrow. That's gonna be one of the topics tomorrow, but we're gonna hit you hard tomorrow. And I have a heavy day ahead of me tomorrow. I will be at the Barclays Center for the 30th year anniversary. Yo MTV Raps. So
Yes, sir.
I'll be in the building.
Respect massive.
Shout out to Linus. Be in the building with Linus Roars.
Respect. BKS
and
all day.
Wine Glasses Up show. My bad. Wine Glasses Up show. So we will be back tomorrow acting up and coming at you with the realness.
Dig it.
Yes, on the Man Cave Morning Show. So please, we want to thank everybody for joining this man on whatever platform you was listening to us on. Because I'm starting to get hit up so much that they say you love y'all Facebook people more than you love us. You know, so shout out to everybody. Yeah, shout out to everybody on YouTube and Twitter. But you know what? We're going to actually I'm going to work on having someone respond to your Twitter comments and YouTube comments and other comments from your other platforms as well. All right, so we're going to work on that. All right, but we do love our Facebook folks. No doubt. We're going to take this one caller.
Yes, take it.
Take it. Okay, caller from the 609. State your name, where you calling from. You're on the Man Cave Morning Show.
Hey, good morning. This is Detective Kearns from New Jersey State Police. I'm looking for Norman Bradley.
Yeah, I think he just left the building.
Yes, sir.
Any message for him?
Yeah, I need to talk to him about a background investigation I'm conducting.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? You may want to get his actual cell phone number being that you called into a live show. But thanks for calling.
Oh, that's fantastic.
We appreciate you.
We're here for you, officer. Thank you, officer. Serve and protect.
Too
Pal.
funny.
That's what happens when the station calling number is a live number, and you can call from anywhere in the world.
We're getting popular.
Yeah, very popular. But shout out to everybody on checking, man. We'll be back tomorrow morning. The Man Cave Morning Show.
Unbelievable.
Only on BKS1 Radio, WBKS1.com. And we're being called the hottest show in the net.
Yes.
Oh, is that? Oh, really? No.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, salute to you all. Remember, this show's never about us.
Nope.
It's always about you
because
you are the next best kept secret.
Smooth P, take us out.
Wakanda forever.
We
Bang,
out
bang,
here.
bang, 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 bang.
You know some smooth love stuff?
Yeah,
Well, you better some
hip
hip hop,
You better bump that up. We never leave the man cave. Bro, what's wrong with
And
you, bro?
he's still on it too.
What the hell? We gonna leave when he plays.
Yeah, I'm sit right here.
Here we go.
Until
Here we
hip hop
go.
comes through. There you go. What's up? What's up with the headband?
How about the Just Blaze? Just Blaze good enough for you?
Jeez, come on, man. Something.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
There you go.
Turn that up.
Say
We
that
out
type
here,
of
y'all.
party, bro. Playing slow jams with 3 dudes.
Hey!
Jackie D ain't even here.
Testosterone in the building. Real hip hop.
We
What?
out here, y'all. Peace.
Love y'all, man. Peace and blessings.
Thank you.
Chris Spencer, and you're on BKS1 Radio.
It's your girl Chanel, BKS1 Radio, and I'm here with the beautiful Garcelle Bouvet.
I'm paying you later.
Hey, I'm the queen of comedy some more, and right now you're rocking with BKS1 Radio.
BKS1 Radio Network. I'm here with the amazing Miss Tasha Smith. How you doing?
I'm doing so good. Thank you for coming out.
Yes.
I really appreciate it.
Hello, Denise Boutte. Hey, what's up? Shout out to BKS1 Radio. See you soon.
Brick City's finest, J.D. Williams. I'm in the Savage Podcast Studio, chilling at BKS1 Radio.
BKS1 Radio. I'm here with the legendary Mr. Dick Gregory. How you doing today, sir?
Fantastic, brother, and thank you, and thank you, and thank you.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Jamie Foxx, BKS1 Radio. What's going on with you?
Storming on. This is George Dr. Funkenstein Clinton for BKS1 Radio. They be doing the dog, y'all.
Yo, this is Chris Spencer, and you're on BKS1